Welcome to a prequel video on some definitions you may need in your learning on the topic of circle geometry. Some of this may be obvious and some of it may be new, but regardless of which one it is, it's all useful knowledge to have before embarking on this topic. We start easily enough with a definition of a circle, the set of all the points in a plane that are the same distance from a fixed point. The circumference, better known as the perimeter of the circle, is the line that passes through those points. The interval from the center to the circumference is called the radius, the plural of which is radii. If two radii are in a straight line, then we have a diameter, an interval from one side of the circumference to the other through the center. An arc is a part of the circumference between 2 points. Here we have two arcs, the minor arc and the major arc. If we want to differentiate between the two, we can name a point on each arc. Now the minor arc is AXB and the major arc is AYB. We don't often do this, simply calling them arc AB is enough, but sometimes it's important to tell the difference. The area that's bounded by two radii and an arc is called a sector. Again, we have a minor sector and a major sector, which we can again differentiate by naming a point on each of the arcs, and now we can use the 4 letters to name them. A chord is an interval from one side of the circle to the other, although generally it doesn't pass through the center because that would be a diameter. The area bounded by the arc and the chord is called a segment. Again, we have minor and major segments just like sectors. A secant is a line which passes through 2 points on the circumference. A tangent is a line that only passes through 1 point. It's interesting to note that as secants get further from the center of the circle, the 2 points where they were touching, A and B, get closer together until they only touch in one spot. That's where the secant becomes a tangent. If it gets further away from the center and doesn't touch the circle at all, it's neither a sector or a tangent. It's just a line. Tangents occur in real life. The most common one I can think of is when the tire touches a road. In this case, the road is the tangent. Next up is concyclic points. Any 3 points that are not collinear, that is, they're not drawn in a straight line, can have a circle drawn through all 3 of them. If the circle goes through a 4th point, then those 4 points are said to be concyclic, which basically means on the circle. If a circle can be drawn through the 4 points of a quadrilateral, then that shape is said to be a cyclic quadrilateral. Subtend is a word used often in circle geometry. It means to extend under or be the opposite to. Here we have the angle AOB, which subtends the arc AB. Conversely, the arc AB can be said to be subtend the angle AOB. The use of this word is very common in this topic. Next is a term that we use called concentric circles. These are like a dartboard and they just mean circles with the same center. Lastly is the term common tangent. When 2 circles touch, they will have a single tangent that passes through the same point on those circles. This will be defined further as you progress through this course. I hope this video has introduced you to some of the important terms needed in this course. Be sure to download the resource list of terms used in circle geometry, which will be of great aid to your learning in this course. Good luck.